on, my son. Get in there. Have some of that. How does that feel? Oh, mangasm. Hey, everyone. How's it going? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Sorry, I've just rolled out of bed this morning. I look a right state. But just popped on here because it has been announced that Jose Mourinho has been officially sacked. He's been given the sack. Oh, finally, Woodward, Mr. Potato Head himself, has committed to the decision and got rid of the man that is masterminding this melt job at the moment. And got rid of the man that is masterminding this melt job at the moment at Manchester United. He's gone. He's out. A new era begins. A new era without a Portuguese Mr. Bean begins. Somebody else can have the opportunity to get this band of merry melters in the right direction once again. Oh, because I'm sorry. I know he had a good first season in charge, but he has been a complete calamity since then. Especially this season, it's just been awful since pre-season. He has had money. He's had 2.5. It's just been awful since pre-season. He has had money. He's had 2.5 years in the job. A lot of people are saying, oh, Manchester United sacking their manager. They've lost it now. They don't understand Mourinho's one of the best around. He may have been one of the best around several years ago. The game, in my opinion, has moved on since then. Either that or he's just too rigid and unprepared to change his ways to get this United side playing some sort of attractive attacking football. Too set in his ways, too defensive, too negative, too Mr. Bean looking. See you later on, Jose. No one gives a shit about you. So there we have it. The saga is come to an end. This period of turmoil where we weren't sure whether we'd be sacking Jose is over. We have sacked him now. And, it's justified. It really is. It could have happened a month ago. United are doing poorly. We're 8th in the bloody Premier League, lads. We're 8th in the Premier League. There's no way that should be the case with the amount of money and the amount of wages that are paid to the staff and players and all that sort of stuff. Jose being one of the main culprits. So, yes, the responsibility has to fall on him because he is the one that is selecting the team. He's the one that's making these ridiculous decisions out there. He's the one that's making these crazy subs, the ones that is getting the players to play a certain way. And that certain way is defensively shambolic. He likes to play defensively too negatively. It's not the right fit for Manchester United. I've said it for a long time now. He may be a great manager. He may go somewhere else now around Europe or wherever it may be and be successful at whichever club he goes to, because he is a very good manager. He's a tactically astute manager. He's won absolutely everything there is to win in the game wherever he's gone. I just don't think that it's the right mesh fit for Manchester United. He's not the right style of manager for us. He's too controversial. He's not professional enough. He is tactically defensive, and that doesn't suit a club like United, which fans want to be entertained. We want to watch attacking football. We want to go for it, especially at Old Trafford, especially against the shitter teams. We need to have a manager who's prepared to play the United way. So there we have it. Jose Mourinho is no longer Manchester United manager. It's sad in one respect because I think most of us wanted him to be a success at Manchester United. Absolutely. It's not like we wanted him to fail and take our great club down to 8th in the league. But the fact of the matter is he has failed. It's not been good enough. So I think that it's refreshing that we've made the decision finally. It should have come a couple of weeks ago, in my opinion. Woodward, Mr. Potato Head himself, has been slow on the trigger this time around. He's bloody useless too. I would like to see Woodward, Mr. Potato Head, sacked as well. Sack him. Get a proper director of football in. I don't know, anybody else apart from Mr. Potato Head, because I just don't think he's good enough for the job either. I think we need, somebody who really understands this football club coming in as the next manager. Whether or not that be an ex-player or not, it leaves it open to. That's the thing. We've got Michael Carrick now coming in, taking the reins until a new manager will be appointed. How long that will be, who knows? Maybe Mickey C will just turn out to be a quality manager. He is a player that's represented Manchester United for a long time. You can't question his professionalism. He's always been a leader with the way that he plays out there on the pitch. Maybe not the most vocal, loudest of people, but certainly a professional, more sort of Eddie Howe style manager, I'd imagine. Obviously, he's got no experience in management, but he does have a lot of experience in United and a lot of experience in playing at this level. So I think he is a natural caretaker, if you like, for the replacement of Jose Mourinho. The question really becomes, who will Manchester United appoint as their new manager? because there's a few candidates out there, whether it be Zidane. A lot of people wanted Zidane to come in, you know, AS7, sorry, comments there and says Zidane, get Zidane in. It's a good option. He has won a lot of stuff for Real Madrid, an incredible side with incredible players, you know, Champions Leagues for a couple of seasons there. It's a totally different animal coming in, trying to turn around United's fortunes in the Premier League with this band of melters we've got there, with half the players struggling and low on confidence and, you know, not even really playing like they should be representing United. So, you know, he would have a huge job on his hands to come in and do that. One thing is for sure, let's see what you can do now, Paul Pogba, eh, Labille? Let's see what you can do. Are you going to continue to play like a log out there? Matic, Static, Twatic, see you later on, Frankenstein. You know, there's going to be some players coming in, because some of these players were Jose Mourinho signings, you know, these big 6'3" lummoxes. They're all Jose signings. That's the type of player that he likes. It's not the type of player that United like generally, but it's the type of player that Jose likes. He likes the big, tall, unskilled lummox. So I think you'll see some transition in terms of players going out, players coming in. But I do believe that the new manager is going to have to come in and have an instant impact on this side. And this side is very low on confidence. Like I say, we've got players like Lukaku and Pogba, who are great players, who are paid shitloads of money and worth loads of money that we paid a lot for. But they're just not performing it. They're just not doing it. So the new manager's going to come in and have to put their arm around the shoulder, going to have to impart some wisdom on these players, get instant respect, and motivate these players, because we can see what Paul Pogba can do for France. We see what he did for Juventus back in the day. We need somebody that's going to go in there and play football that will complement the strengths of the players that we have. That's the thing, we're playing Lukaku up top there, this big, powerful lummox. He doesn't get any service. The ball's not going into him at all. You know, it's not necessarily how I want to play. But it's not been made easy for Lukaku by the way that this team has gone about playing our football. And that's all Jose Mourinho's fault, really. You can blame Paul Lukaku, and those players have indeed been absolutely shit. But it's coming from Jose Mourinho. The tactics, the system. You can see Pogba doesn't look happy out there. When he receives the ball, he doesn't really know what to do. And previously, you know, he's supposed to be this great, majestic box-to-box midfielder who gallops up the pitch. And he could just take the game to the opposition and pick out a killer ball and have a shot from 30 yards. It's like Jose said, when you get the ball, take your time, dawdle on it, pass it sideways. When you get an opportunity to shoot from 30 yards, look for a pass that's more appropriate. Don't shoot, you know. That seems to be what Jose has done. He has shackled this side in some ways. I still don't rate Pogba myself. I still don't think Matic is up to the job. But I'd expect a new manager to come in and at least try and get more out of them, because that's what he's going to have to do. We have got a good squad of players. This is why it is totally unacceptable that Jose Mourinho has managed to make United plummet down to where we are in the Premier League this season. Because, okay, we didn't spend a lot in the last window. We still signed Fred and Dalot. But previously, we've paid shitloads of money since he's been here for players. But we didn't sign a lot of players. But it's still his job to get these players performing, because we do have a good squad of players, a good nucleus of players. Yeah, we may be a little bit light at the back there, you know, with players like Chris Smalldog and Phil Nobones and stuff like that, and Victor Dwindlov. You know, we have got issues at the back there. It's not been great, but Jose's had his opportunity to sign players and improve that position, aka Dwindlov coming in there, who has dwindled off. But I mean, he's still got an opportunity to turn things round. The fact is, if this United side played to our strengths, played attacking football, went for it, showed some bloody brain down there, and went for it, we could play to our strengths, because we've got Martial, we've got Rashford, we have got Lukaku, who may be Frankenstein's little brother at the moment, but he is actually a really good finisher, a really good goal scorer, or at least he was previously in his football career up until Mourinho melted him. So, I think this is only positive for United. Yeah, I'm sad in one regard, but the time has come. It's taken too long, in my opinion. He hasn't deserved to be United manager for a while, just based on performances, but based on the team, based on the aura, the feeling around the team, the atmosphere. It's all been negative. It's all been controversial. The team don't seem to be happy with what they're being asked of doing out there. Nobody looks comfortable. They're all playing like strangers out there. You know, it was, the time had come. Nah, wave Goodbye. You know, I'm kind of sad, but Prog for Prog comments and says, Rip Lukaku, Fellaini, Young, Jones, Smalling, Fred, Matic. That's it. You would think these players would be ushered out the door now, but who knows what's going to happen. It depends who comes in, and and we'll see what they can do. I do think we have a good set of attacking players and some good midfield players. You know, players like Juan Mata I rate very highly. Anthony Martial has shown recently what a great player he could be. Rashford's got bags of potential. There is a lot of players in the side that are still quality, but at the end of the day, Jose's had a mare, not playing to our strengths. We need somebody who can get the best out of this United side. And it's not going to be this season because he's totally got us down in the doldrums. But it will be next year now, hopefully. Hopefully we won't have to put up with this shite watching at Old Trafford anymore. These players playing like they're strangers out there. Hopefully that will go. Hopefully we'll be able to play some nice, attractive, attacking, entertaining football the Manchester United way. Oh, I'm pretty happy, lads. I literally just rolled out of bed today as well. So, you know, I can't hang around too long. Got work and stuff. But I had to just hop on here and make a quick video. There's a bunch of legends tuned in right now. Thanks so much for getting involved. Do us a favour. Smash us a like on this video. Like for Jose out. And subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Oh, big shout out to Gungshi here, who's just dropped a super chat. He's very happy. How's it going, Gungshi? Hope you're feeling better, pal. He says, yes, best Christmas present ever. Now, hopefully the club will get a manager who is right for us. My choice would be Giggsy or someone like Poch. Have a few beers on me, pig. Thank you so much for that, Gungshi. You're an absolute legend. Give it Giggsy to end of the season. Give it Mickey Carrick to end of the season. That's what they've done. Absolutely buzzing, though, about this news because the time had come. We needed to make this change, Gungshi. You know, he's not been doing it for a while. This season's been a complete washout and a write-off. Needed to make the change. We've given it Mickey Carrick to end of the season. So that's interesting. Poch would be a great shout. But the only problem with Poch is, I think, is that he's got a better squad at Spurs. And I know United are a much bigger team in every aspect than Spurs are, apart from on the football pitch right now. And he's done a lot of work with those players. He's got a great nucleus of players. He's got a great nucleus of English players and young players as well. Players that will only be getting better over there at Spurs. Would Pochettino even want to come to Manchester United at this moment? Because it is a big job. It's a huge job. It's a poison chalice of a job right now. We've seen it. Managers come in, they try and they fail. It's a very difficult task to get anybody to try and emulate even to 50% of what Sir Alex Ferguson did. But that's what we've got to aim for. But I think Pochettino would be a great fit. He's shown that he knows the league. He's shown that he's a great manager over the years and that he can improve sides and take sides forward and play attractive attacking football. I rate Pochettino, I do. But I just think there'd be a problem in actually enticing him away from that side at the moment because they have got an incredible side that are only getting better. And maybe it would be foolish for him to chase maybe a bit more money and at a bigger club. I mean, next season, who's more likely to be in the Champions League? Let's just say that right now. Who's more likely to be in the Champions League next season? I'm not talking about in a couple of years. I'm talking about next year. So I don't know, Gungshi. My pick is still Eddie Howe, but I know he's probably not in a lot of people's pictures simply because of the reputation of the man. I know he's done amazingly in English League football, bringing Bournemouth up, and I like the way that his teams play football and the fact that he's getting them to play that way with championship fodder, basically. And they're playing really good football and consistently. I like his professionalism, as I've mentioned before. And I just think he's a good manager that would fit United. But at the same time, is he going to be able to handle the pressure? Is he going to be able to handle the prima donnas, the egos that we've got? He's probably assembled a team of championship workhorses, you know, that hang on his every word and that really put the effort in and don't bollock around. Unfortunately, we've got Paul Pogba and, you know, some prima donnas in the side. And I think, you know, somebody maybe like Zidane would be a better option to come in there and massage the shoulders and dye the hair and give a little Indian head massage to Paul Pogba and that sort of stuff and try and get the very best out of him. That makes sense to me. But at the same time, I want Eddie Howe. You want Pochettino. You know, who knows? It would be a better option than Jose Mourinho, anyone. Anyway, whoever the hell it is. So come on, my son, get in there. Thank you so much for your comment there, Gungshi. I hope you're feeling better today, mate. Absolutely buzzing about this one. You know, it could be Ryan Giggs. A lot of people don't want Ryan Giggs simply because of the lack of managerial experience he has. Yeah, he's managing those sheep lovers. It's not really great experience, in my opinion. It is experience, but it's not like managing in the league. But I tell you something, he was managed by the best manager that's ever lived for a very long period of time. How much of that wisdom has been imparted onto Giggsy? I'm sure a reasonable amount, because you surely can't sit in that United dressing room and not pick up anything over the years. He knows what the football club's about. He knows that United fans expect to play a certain way of football, and we should always be striving to do that. And he just knows the club, so he would be a good shot as well. That's the thing. All of these people that I've mentioned, Zidane, Pochettino, Eddie Howe and Giggs, are all probably better options than sticking with the current regime or Jose Mourinho, who's just been sacked, because I'm sorry, that definitely wasn't going to work. We definitely saw the shite that was being played out there at Old Trafford, and that was the final nail in the coffin, that defeat against Liverpool. It's one thing losing to the dirty Scousers, but when they're dominating you for 90 minutes and we're barely making a match of it, you know something's wrong. You know something's up. Right then, guys. I've got to get on with my day now because, like I say, I've just hopped on here, rolled out of bed, got to crack on. But thank you so much to everybody who's tuning in, who's tuned in for this saga of Jose Mourinho being sacked. We didn't know it would be coming so soon. I made a video yesterday saying Mourinho is getting sacked in the morning, is he? No? Question mark? He has been sacked. Come on, my son. Woodward, you've finally done it. Now sack yourself, you Mr. Potato Head wannabe. Now sack yourself. Now let's float the club and try and get new owners in, because the Glazers are scum. Right. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Sorry if I've not replied to your comments. There's loads pinging through. I'm sure all of you are just as ecstatic as I am about this sacking. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Come back in a few minutes once this video's been published. Have your say in the comments section. Get your thoughts in. I'll reply. So can everybody else. Are you happy about this? Are you one of the few people that still wanted to stick with Jose? How do those apples taste right now? Oh, anyway, thanks so much. Before you go, smash a like on it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. This is the Pig on Flying Pig United. I'll see you very soon. Take it easy. Come on, my son. And see you later on, Jose.